Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. It is Kevin here. I am an agented writer trying to become a traditionally published author. That's for all you newbies out there. If you're oldie like me, you already know all this stuff. It is currently Sunday and Laura was super behind. I was super behind on Camp NaNoWriMo, so she decided to do just a live write-in. And yeah, if you watched the end of last week's vlog, I kind of talked about it. We've done this before. And now we are going on we've been live for 3 hours and 37 minutes. I have gotten 92 minutes done today, I think, and 97. And I'm really starting to burn out. Like, I was feeling really good, going really strong, and I'm really happy with the work I got done. And now I'm just like, what? I would like to try and hit 120 minutes for the day, because I think that would be, because, okay, I fell behind on writing. And it was saying at the very beginning that I needed to write 66 minutes a day to get done on time. Well, I'm obviously above that, but I was hoping that if I hit the 120 mark, that it'll cut off a big chunk, because I don't know if I'm gonna be, because as of right now I think I need to write like 60 minutes a day still to get done on time, and I want to get that lower because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to write 60 minutes every day for the rest of Camp Nano. There's only 4 days left after today, right? Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So there's 4 full days left after this, and I'm hoping that I can. That's quite a bit, considering I wanted to get 15 total for the whole month. I still have 4 to go. It's fine. It's fine. I can do it. I know I'm gonna get it done. You'll find out at the end of this vlog whether or not I got it done. But I want to get to 120 today. So that's not totally. I mean, that's only 23 more minutes. And we're doing a 20-minute sprint right now. There's only 18 minutes left of it because I decided to start this vlog. But I'm also now coming up on the end of the book, and I've realized there's like this whole chapter I need to take out because it involves a character I removed, and I don't really know how I'm going to fix it and what I'm going to replace it with. And so now that I'm coming up on that, I'm getting really nervous, and yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to hit it and then hit a roadblock. And so because of that, I feel like I'm starting to drag my feet too. Not only am I getting worn out from writing so much, because we've been streaming for like almost 4 hours. I haven't written for 4 hours, obviously, but because of that, I'm starting to get a little brain fried. And so between that and not knowing what I'm doing with this scene, I'm starting to drag my feet a little bit. So that's where I'm at. However, I'm determined to get to 120 minutes for the day. 132 would be ideal because that's 2 days worth. We'll see what happens. There's Damien in the background. I also need to, I don't know what I was going with that. Oh, because once I'm done, I need to start the reread through to make sure everything makes sense with these edits that I've incorporated, so that way I can send it to beta soon. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, but if I can get this done by the 30th, which is Thursday, and if I give myself like a week to, well, I want to read through it in a day or two. That's something that Veronica Roth suggested in an old blog post of hers, and I really like that because then you can make sure everything makes sense, because if you read it quickly, you can catch inconsistencies. And so I'm hoping to read it over like a day or two. So I'm hoping maybe at the very latest, I can have this out to beta readers by the end of next week. Maybe? I don't know how long they're gonna take to get back to me. I'm gonna have to check in with them and see how long, because I don't want to rush them. I don't know if I want to, like, because publishing is kind of like, right now, because everything going on in the world, does it really matter how quickly I get it back and how, you know what I mean? But I do want to get it to Rena at some point in life. I don't know. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. This was a long intro clip, so I love you all. Thank you for watching. Keep watching. What is up, Vlogatron people? It is now Monday, and I have to write 51 minutes a day to get done on time, and I'm pretty determined to try and get this done. You're at a weird angle right now because I'm leaning you against my laptop. I'm pretty determined to get done because I'm so close to being done with this draft, and I didn't realize how close I was until I looked at it last night. I'm like so close right now to getting done that I'm just gonna use the rest of Nano to get done. The one thing, I think I mentioned this in the last clip. The one thing I'm worried about is figuring out, because I want to read this draft in one go, and I like to do it in a day or two, but the problem is that it's in the middle of the week, the end of Camp Nano, and I have to work. And the only option then is for me to basically read all day when I get off work, and even then, I don't know how quickly I'll be able to get it done. Like, I want to be able to get it done in a day or two, and I don't know if that's possible unless I can spend like a full day working on it. So I'm not sure what I'm actually going to do here at the end of camp. Alfalfa's sticking at me. He loves this blanket. I'm not really sure what exactly I'm going to do. But I guess I should finish this draft before I worry about that. So Emily Bourne is currently doing writing sprints. I'm gonna go jump in there. I think she's been streaming for about 20 minutes. I forgot that it started because my phone died and I didn't get the reminder. So I'm gonna go jump in there and get some words done, some time done, whatever. And I'm writing a brand new scene. And it is... I'm actually kind of taking a scene that already exists and having it take place in a different area. I'm literally just like picking it up and moving it locations. And I think that it works better in this new location. At least I'm hoping it does. But again, I never really sure how I feel about my edits until they're done. And even then I'm still questioning. You know, it's typical Kevin. But I'm gonna jump in there and get some work done. Cause I think, yeah, okay. If it's 4:20 right now, I think that one of her sprints should be done or about to be done. I don't know. Okay, jumping in. We'll be back after. I'm gonna try and be quiet because Damien's sleeping. Even though he claims he's not, he's totally sleeping. I ended up working for like an hour and almost 20 minutes tonight, and I ended up realizing when I was in Emily's live show that I have to rewrite I had to rewrite like the last 3 chapters, or at least portions of them to make them make sense, because I realized that like where the chapter I was working on was heading didn't really make sense, but it was like an easy fix if I was willing to go back and do all the editing. So that's what I'm working on now. And it was just towards the end of those chapters when I realized that it actually opened up room for this huge plot hole that is like the entire like climax. It doesn't make sense. And so then I started to freak out like really bad as I was laying in, because I was like laying in bed writing. And I was like freaking out because like it's a huge, I was like, well, I edited like so many chapters to lead up to this event that's happening right now, but this event completely negates what's happening later. But while I was laying in bed, I think I came up with a fix that I think is gonna work. And it's actually, I don't know, I wouldn't say, I don't know if it's better. I think it's, well, I don't know. Because I think it's gonna turn out well. And I'm kind of imagining the book as like a TV show, and I think it'd be like a really good season finale. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't always imagine what I'm writing as like a TV show or a movie, but I sometimes do. And this one in particular, I think would work really well as a TV show. If, you know, Netflix call me, you want to pick up my book at the show. And I think it'd be like a really good season finale. I'm hoping, I don't know. I have a good feeling about this, and I think that it's going in a good direction now. It just means that I need to completely re-plot the 3rd act and then rewrite it. Not all of it. There is, I can take the scenes I have, like the literal climax of the story, like the end battle, that can still take place. It's just leading up to it now needs to be changed. And there's another character that comes in to kind of like help the character through the darkest night or whatever it's called. I don't remember off the top of my head. I have the book over there, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But there's this character that comes in to help with like rally the troops, and I can still keep that as well. I think actually, I might have to get rid of it. I don't know. So this is why I think tomorrow I'm going to work on planning the 3rd act, because I was afraid like, oh, am I gonna be able, like, what am I gonna do once I'm done with Nano, like, because I'm not gonna, like, I want to read it one sitting. But I think the new plan for me is to be done with this draft by the weekend, because I'll have no problem hitting the hours now. Like, I need 48 minutes the next 3 days to get done on time, and that's totally doable. I think that I will not be completely done with this draft, but I'm hoping to be done with it by the end of Friday, so that way I can spend Saturday, maybe Sunday reading it to get through it all the way. So I can send it to beta readers by the end of weekend, maybe? That's nerve-wracking. This lighting is not doing it for me, but like there's no natural lighting anymore, and this lamp is like yellow. That's kind of a nerve-wracking thought. I could have it to beta readers by the end of the weekend. I don't know if that's gonna happen though, because to be honest, like I said, I need to re-plot and rewrite the entire 3rd act, and then read through the book again to make sure it makes sense. But I feel like if I'm writing the 3rd act from scratch, I'm gonna need to read over it multiple times. Because, like I said before, this is like the 5th draft of this book, And I don't want to send it to beta readers with certain parts of it only being like, this is the second version of it. It's like, I think I need to make sure it fits seamlessly in and doesn't stand out too much. But I think, yeah, I think that I have a plan, but I don't want to rush it. So we'll see what happens. I'm definitely not gonna have any trouble hitting my hours. Like, I could probably write some more tonight, but it's getting kind of late. It's like 8 o'clock. I wanna read a little bit of Game of Thrones before I go to sleep. So I think I'm done writing for today. Sorry, I'm still trying to be quiet because Damien's sleeping. And I got up to come out here to record this and he woke up and I was like, go back to sleep. He's like, I'm not tired, as he rolled over and fell back asleep. Okay, bro. Alright, I'm gonna go read and then probably go to sleep. So, goodbye. Hello, Vlogatron people. I don't know why I keep saying that. It is Wednesday, which means it is the 29th, which means that tomorrow is the last day of camp. It's like the day that we all like, our parents come to pick us up and we all cry and like say that we'll be in touch and really we'll never talk again. It's one of those days of camp. And I just got done writing. Yesterday I wrote, but I didn't record. Sometimes I just feel like you shouldn't force yourself to record if you're not feeling it, you know, because it's gonna come across on camera, you know? And so I didn't want to force myself to record yesterday because I honestly didn't even think I was gonna end up writing yesterday. But I ended up, once Damien fell asleep, I was writing in bed and I got about 36 minutes in yesterday. I don't remember if I said this, I'm pretty sure I talked about this on vlog the other night when Damien was asleep, that I'm rewriting the third act. I'm working on that now, and while it's not a complete, it's not, I don't think it's gonna be as bad as I thought, but it's not gonna be easy either. Like, there is gonna be, I'm writing a new scene right now, and I think there's gonna be one more new scene. Yeah, and the rest of it's just kind of being adjusted. And I say this, I've been saying this, I feel like a lot in my vlogs, but like, I'm feeling, okay about it. Well, I don't know. I'm feeling okay. I'm getting to incorporate a lot of what I wrote before, because there are things that I liked before that I was like, oh, I'm gonna be sad I lost that. But then I realized that like some of the stuff still needs to be said, so I can just kind of insert it like a I was gonna say a Mad Libs, but that's not what I meant. I don't know. I think I'm getting tired. But anyway, Laura and I tonight, we talked. I mean, we did sprints together over the phone, so like we FaceTimed and then we just did sprints together because sometimes you want to do sprints and no one's live, and yeah. So we did sprints together and I got 56 minutes tonight, which was 1 minute over what I needed to get done to be on track, I think. A couple minutes over. So tomorrow I need to get 53 minutes to win, which I don't think will be an issue. I think I'll be fine finishing. However, I'm definitely not gonna be done with this draft. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna need. Probably another week. I was hoping to be done by the weekend though, because then I could, like I said before, I could use the weekend to do the full read through without stopping. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that I might need the next week to edit, and then maybe next week I can do my full read through for consistency and tone and things like that. I wanna do one full read through. I just don't, that's not gonna happen in the next couple days. It's just not. I think I mentioned this, I decided that there's one of the characters in my book who I feel like doesn't stand out enough as their own character, but I found a way to incorporate her to make her better and to give her more importance. But to do that, I have to go through and edit to add that in because it's not in there right now. But I think it's going to turn out, I think she's going to be more interesting and powerful because she's a witch. So yeah, that's what I have to do. There's just a lot to do still. I think I need to make a list actually of the things I have like a half list, but I think I'm gonna need to write it down so I make sure I don't forget anything. Am I just rambling now? I feel like maybe I'm just rambling now, but isn't that kind of what a vlog is? I just ramble about what's going on with my writing. Do I have anything else to say? For now, I think that's it. I am in the third act of the book. I'm in the home stretch. It's just the home stretch is gonna be a little drag out. Oh, also, yesterday I read some more, I reread some parts of Save the Cat. Writes a novel because I knew I needed to rewrite the third act, the third act, and there were some things that I wanted to remind myself about. I don't know if I worded that right. There's some things I wanted to remind myself, and so I went in and reread that section, and it helped me come up with some new things. Then I decided that I wanted to reread the section about the opener, because my opening I've been feeling really iffy about, because I had a really, since I came up with this book idea, I had like this opening scene that I really loved, and I just felt like it wasn't working, and multiple people like suggested I come up with a new one. So I did for this draft, and then I was kind of feeling really like about it, because I felt like it wasn't strong, it wasn't like good, it wasn't where I wanted it to be, it wasn't up to like I wasn't on par with the rest of the writing of the book. And I reread this, and I'm gonna read it again when I go back to edit that first chapter, because it actually was like, it gave me some ideas, and it gave me some ways I think I can fix it. So again, if you've never read this book, which I feel like most people on AuthorTube have at this point, you should definitely pick up a copy. It's really good, and it really helped me, and it really breaks things down in a way that is easy and succinct, I think, at least. Now I've been rambling for almost 6 minutes, so I need to cut this clip, so I'm gonna go to bed. But I'll be back for tomorrow, which is the last day of camp, and also the live writing show on Laura's channel. For tonight, thank you for watching, and keep watching. Good night. Hello, it is Thursday. I don't have a lot of time to talk because we just started the sprints, and I need 53 minutes to win on time, and I want to get done in the middle of the live show so I can celebrate with everybody. But to do that, I can't talk a lot because I only normally do about 55 minutes total. But it is Thursday. Doing live shows. It's the last day of camp. I need 53 minutes to win. Yeah, I've talked about this in the past. I feel really weird about calling it winning and losing camp because, you know, we all got stuff done. So yeah, I'm gonna get started writing because I need to get this time done. But I think what did I talk about last night? I don't remember. I don't even remember anymore. I think my brain's starting to get fried because you know. Do I even make sense anymore in these vlogs? Comment below, let me know. Realize though, it's definitely took me at least another week, at least, to finish this draft. I don't know why I thought I could be done by this weekend. It's not gonna happen. I have to go back through, read all of it, and edit stuff, and then also the vignettes I was talking about at the beginning of chapters earlier in the month, I wanted to do once the book was done, so that way I can kind of slowly reveal things. And I haven't done any of those. Well, I've done one, so I have to do one for each chapter. Yeah, so that needs to be done. Anyway, I need to get started writing because I've talked for almost 2 minutes, so yeah, I'll come back later.
Which is like a challenge for me because I don't typically write on the weekends. So I did manage to do that. My like unofficial goal was to write 10,000 words. I just finished my manuscript right now, like the whole thing, not what I wrote this month, but like from what I've been starting at 87,000 words. My brain is done. Yeah.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Hooray! Yay! Something, Dora. I haven't watched that show in forever, so I'm sorry for forgetting the words, but I completed Camp Nano. But I did not complete this draft. It still needs a lot of work. I didn't even finish this read through. I don't know why I was thinking. I don't know why I thought it was possible. Just that I could not only finish this read through, make more edits, and read through again by this weekend. I must have lost my freaking mind when I thought that. It's not possible. But I got a lot of work done this month. Like a lot of work. And it made me realize, I think that doing a timed goal made me realize how many hours I actually put into each book I work on. I knew before, like, oh, you know, books can take months, blah, 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 but like how much literal time did it take? It took me, I mean, I worked on it for 15 hours, and it wasn't even this is like the 5th draft of this book, and it took me 15 hours this month. I didn't even get through the whole thing. I still have edits to go back to, and I have to reread it again. So it really made me realize like how many hours each book takes. And I think that that is why they tell you that you should only write a book if you really love it. Not because like, oh, this is what's popular, because you're gonna have to work on that book a lot. You're gonna have to read that book a lot. And I know that even after this, it's gonna go to, you know, readers and beta readers, and they're gonna give me feedback, and then I'm gonna have to read it, make edits again, and then it's gonna go to my agent, and she's gonna have to read it and make edits, and I might have to it might go through 2 rounds of edits with my agent, and then if it sells to an editor, it could go through multiple revisions. Then it's like, you really should only write a book that you love, because you're gonna read that book so many times, just so many times. So that's something that really just hit me while I was recording. I do love this book though, so I'm not worried about that. I just have a lot of work left to do on this book. I'm almost done with this draft, like edit draft through thing, whatever. I only have a couple more chapters and then I'll be done, and then I'll have to go back through, add the vignettes in between the chapters. Actually, I might wait for that to be last in case I change anything during the next read through. No, I'm gonna add the vignettes, and then I need to rework the first scene, and then I need to add some stuff into one of the characters throughout, and then I need to read through again. Can I do that in the next week? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, maybe. I'm not gonna rush myself though. It gets done, it's gonna get done when it gets done, you know? And I'm gonna be okay with that. It'll get to beta readers when it does. I'm like so bad at being impatient though. Like, because there's so many other books that I want to work on. Although I haven't decided what I'm going to work on next, because I originally thought, like, oh, I'm going to work on my adult fantasy idea next. I tried writing it for NaNoWriMo in November, and I got like 20-something thousand words done, I think. Or maybe it was only 12. I don't know. And I love the story. I don't know if I'm ready as a writer to write it yet. So, yeah. I don't know. And then I had this idea for like this young adult thriller that I really love this idea. But do I love it enough to spend dozens of hours on? I don't know. I guess that's something I can worry about, because again, this is going to take me at least another week to finish this draft. Will I finish the next week? You'll just have to watch next week's writing vlog, because guess what? I'm still doing them after camp like I always do. But I did finish Nano. And as a reward to myself, I'm using the discount code to buy myself Scrivener, because I don't have Scrivener. But I want it. Especially when I start writing the adult fantasy book, that is going to take a lot of... I'm gonna need Scrivener for that. But I am rambling. Sorry about that. I tend to do that a lot. I'll probably do an end clip tomorrow before I upload this. So for tonight, I hope you're all doing great. And you're writing one amazing and I love you. Okay, good night. Now it's time for the end clip. I bought Scrivener. And I have not used it except for to look at some of the templates. Because for this draft I'm working on now, I'm so far into revisions that I don't really need it. But I wanted to get it with the discount code, which is why I bought it. I still haven't decided what I'm going to work on next. I don't know if it's going to be the adult fantasy or the young adult thriller, or maybe I'll go back to maybe the French Money Pit book. I don't know. Who knows what's going on in the world? Maybe I'll finally work on the middle grade graphic novel idea I have. I don't know. The world is a chaotic place, and so is my brain. As far as Nano goes, I'm very happy with the work I got done. I've never seen my MacBook make that color before. That could be a problem. We'll worry about that in a minute when I'm done recording. And I'm really happy with the work I got done. I got 15 hours done, and I think that's really good. It's really great. I still have a lot of work to do. Probably at least a few more hours, probably more. It still needs to go to readers, beta readers, and then more edits, and then agent, and more edits, and maybe more edits after that. And so I think what I want to say is, that sentiment I was trying to say in the last clip, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying you should really love a book if you're going to spend a lot of, like, I guess I knew how long it took to write a book, right? Like, oh, it took me 6 months, a year to do this. But the literal hours that you invest in it, I think is what people, at least I didn't realize, because like I said, like I knew like, oh, I've been working on this book for a year, but like, that's because maybe you don't work on it for like a month. The literal hours you spend working on a book, if you're trying to publish it, whether that's indie publish or traditional publish, I think people don't realize. So writing's not easy, kids. And I feel like everyone always thinks it is. Like, oh, I have this idea for a book, we'll split the commission, I'll give you the idea, you write it. It's like, bro, no. I need to figure out what's going on with my laptop, because I've never seen it make this color. It's freaking me out. So I love you all very much. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button below, and if you love the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button below, and I will see you guys next week. Okay, bye.